Well, it's 31st of July. I haven't done a video in a few days. We've been working like crazy on getting this thing ready for trusses, which are coming tomorrow morning. At least some of them are coming tomorrow morning. The ones on the ends. And those are the ones we need, because that will stabilize both ends so that then we can set the ones in the middle and lean them against the ones on the ends, and it will be a little bit easier, more stable to do that. So we spent the last 3 days building this scaffold here just so that we could hang those beams up on top. Those are 6 by 12s, and that's a 12-footer on that side, and over here that is like a 13.5 and an 8, so it's a little more than 21 feet or so once it goes in the wall there. And those posts, we set the posts and then built the scaffold and then set the beams on top and fished those beams up through the scaffold by hand. And boy, I'm telling you, they were heavy. But we got them up there, and everything is perfectly square. On that end, it's 85 feet exactly to the 1/8 of an inch. Actually, it's even closer. And on this end also. So we've got the right brackets up there. They're all tied off. They're not screwed in yet. We need to put the lags in the brackets yet, but it's a quick thing. But this end is all set up, and the girder, there's a girder truss going just outward of where that beam comes into the wall, the one on the side here, and then some little diagonal trusses, end trusses, that make kind of a Dutch hip. This roof has an 8/12 pitch in the center, and then 2 Dutch hips, which are also 8/12 on each end, and then a little hip on each end of those. So it's kind of a simple roof, but yet a little bit complicated in this area. The rest of them are going to be a little easier. But that's this side. And that's all done, and we feel really safe up there now. We've got a good floor to walk on when we're setting these trusses. He's going to lift them up there, and then we'll spread them out. And there's about maybe the big girder truss on each end, and then there's about 16 little ones that go out from there to make this little hip. So this is the other side through the window there. We have this pole, which we call our flagpole, is set right where the girder truss goes, so we can hang the girder truss down on both plates on both ends of the house, or both sides, front and back, and then lean it up straight against that plate or against that post, and then nail it square, so that plate is perfectly plumb in the right spot, we hope. And it should be pretty quick to do that. We won't have to climb up anywhere high to get it nailed off, because the plates are 10 feet off the deck. The deck is 4 feet off the ground, actually more like 5 feet on the other end. And then the top of the girder is another 10 feet. So you're 24 feet off the ground when you get up to that peak up there. So that's not even the peak of the roof. The roof goes up another 10 feet from there. These trusses are so high that they can't deliver them complete. They have to deliver all the trusses, and then they bring out the caps and put the caps on. The caps are little pyramids that go up all the way to the peak. In other words, the trusses are 2 parts, which should theoretically make it easier, but yet longer to do. You see, we have some scaffolding we built on this end too, so that we can get up there and work and walk out and safely and tie this girder off once it gets there, and then we'll have scaffold on the inside. We can tie off these end pieces too and get around fairly easy in there. So we should have all this done tomorrow. We're thinking. That is the hope.